We are going to discuss the elevator pitch. The elevator pitch is the briefest pitch you can give with the fewest words possible. Imagine you're in an elevator and someone asks you what you actually do. At that point, it becomes the art of storytelling, or the ability to generate his interest before you have even arrived at the top floor using the elevator and before you step out and bid farewell to each other. In that brief period, you must be able to successfully arouse their interest. And obviously, you do not have the time to explain everything regarding your business. What are you saying? In reality, the trick is to provide the minimum amount of information, yet still manage to pique his interest. Possibly, this ultimately leads to someone, when they get out of the elevator, being so interested that they want to talk to you further. What do you say in that brief period of time you have available? I possess a tool specifically designed for that purpose, and it ultimately leads to a concise and impactful pitch in just one sentence. And that particular sentence, you should have it in your possession, ready and available, in case you get asked, what do you actually do for a living? Then you take the elevator pitch card and give a concise and brief explanation of what you have come up with, emphasizing brevity and clarity in conveying your idea. And what does that look like? I will visually demonstrate it to you step by step using a PowerPoint presentation as a visual aid. Construct your elevator pitch in a single sentence. Well, all you require is a sheet of paper or a customer pad on your laptop computer. And we are going to provide answers to the next 3 questions. The first question is, who is your customer? The second query is, what is the core issue of him or her? And ultimately, what is the desired outcome he or she ideally wants to accomplish? The initial question is likely quite simple for you to respond to. Specifically, who are you carrying out this task for? That is your customer. Who is the individual who pays for your service or product? The second query is regarding what his current problem is at this particular moment in time. Make an effort to describe it in a way that doesn't revolve around your solution, avoiding any mention of your product, but instead focusing on the customer's problem and their authentic desire to find a solution that addresses their needs and objectives. That may be something separate from your product, but more of a necessity that the customer has and is looking for in a solution. And the final question, what does he want to achieve with his idealism? Then it's about the result. If he has utilized your service or made a purchase of your product, what actions can he take with it? What occurs subsequently? What does he solve, so to speak? Those are the 3 questions. Imagine you are a company that manages social media for other businesses. Consider the challenges you might face and the strategies you would use to effectively handle their online presence. You frequently post content on social media, you have the ability to create videos, you capture stunning photos, you generate entertaining quotes, and you consistently do this for your client. This is your profession. Okay, let us proceed to fill in that info now to address and resolve the specific situation at hand. Who is your client? You might discover that your client base primarily comprises of recently established companies. That's what we'll input. Starting entrepreneurs, that is the first question. And what is the core problem of those starters? What are they struggling with? Don't write here that they don't have social media, but the problem could be that those starting entrepreneurs have very little name recognition, that they are not yet known in the market, that they still need to work on their visibility. The problems that entrepreneurs are struggling with. That's what you fill in here. I haven't filled in visibility and name recognition for a while. What does the starting entrepreneur want? Yes, hopefully you are aware of it, and if not, you should inquire in order to ascertain what the actual outcome is that the customer desires to achieve. Well, it is possible that he indicates, yes, I simply want visitors to my website, or I have an online shop for selling products. I want more customers. That's what I ideally want to achieve. Well, then we fill that in here. Then we have discovered the solutions to the 3 questions, and now it is time for the translation to the elevator pitch. The elevator pitch that takes those 3 answers and combines them into a sentence. And that sentence reads, I provide assistance with ... Those who are experiencing difficulties with or in need of ... in order to accomplish ... Well, it should be evident You fill in the answers there that you just wrote down during the previous step of the process. I have completed that task here too, and then this badly formulated sentence in Dutch emerges and becomes apparent. I aid new entrepreneurs with no visibility and name recognition to attract visitors on their website. Well, that's not going smoothly yet, but it is the start of your elevator pitch. What I would do is copy this text onto a new slide or a new page and use it as a starting point to work on it until it flows in such a way that you can also pronounce it. The fact that it does not seem like a rehearsed sentence, but rather that it simply transforms into a fluent sentence in Dutch. Entrepreneurs who struggle to find visibility often face challenges when starting their businesses. Another way to express visibility is by highlighting their aim to enhance brand awareness and drive more traffic to their website, commonly known as increasing brand visibility and attracting a larger number of visitors to their online platform. I have a proposal that you can, e.g., create the sentence, I help new entrepreneurs who are unknown in the market to drive traffic to their webshop. That is progressing favorably. You can expel it in one attempt, and then you have to wait and observe the outcome and the actions or words of your conversation partner to determine the next course of action. I have another alternative here, and that is this one. I help starting entrepreneurs who want to become much more visible online to attract new customers for their business. That's another fun one, by the way. Sometimes you think, well, they actually want visitors, but visitors themselves are, of course, useless. Those visitors eventually have to start buying products, and that is what you ultimately achieve for that customer. So, in the end, you help that customer with your social media, but you don't mention it here yet, to attract new customers for their business. Well, what is the trick of this sentence? The trick actually is that you do not explicitly state or disclose the nature of your actions or occupation. And that may sound contradictory, but the only thing that is missing in that sentence is that you are responsible for managing social media for entrepreneurs, which is a crucial aspect of their business. You communicate using the language that your customer understands, so to speak, in order to effectively convey your message. You communicate using the language of his problem and his solution, rather than focusing on the product you provide. We are extremely inclined to discuss our own product, but this sentence greatly assists you in speaking the language of the entrepreneur, enabling you to obtain recognition for his problem and for the specific outcome he desires to accomplish. You tickle, I often mention you tickle the entrepreneur exactly where it itches the most. His aspiration is to become more visible, and he is actively searching for new customers. This sentence specifically targets the exact area where he is encountering a problem. And the probability that he or she responds subsequent to articulating this particular sentence, hey, that is quite intriguing, but how exactly do you go about achieving that? If you obtain that answer, then you have it, because at that point you have truly been asked the question, the invitation to provide more information about your business. He has become curious. It seems that you have triggered his interest in some way, and now you have the opportunity and attention to explain your solution to him. Specifically, in this situation, your solution involves social media management, entertaining videos, attractive photos, and inspiring quotes. But you have him now, so to speak, and the chance that you will continue to talk in the hallway after that elevator has long arrived is quite high. The key is to refrain from revealing your profession. Instead, concentrate on understanding his problem and emphasizing how your solution can provide value to him. If that works, then I think you have a very nice elevator pitch that goes beyond a promotional talk. I would venture to say that you have formulated your value proposition with this, because you are speaking in terms of value, in terms of what it delivers to the customer. You are not engaged in selling, but rather you are actively communicating the result or outcome that it generates. So you could also use this sentence further, not only as an elevator pitch, but also as a statement on your website. At the zenith of your website, you have the option to utilize this quote in order to entice and captivate visitors. You have the option to make it even shorter as a form of payoff specific to your own business. You could also utilize it as such on your business card, if you still possess one, but as a quotation, as a concise statement, which constitutes the essence of your business. However, also contemplate LinkedIn. This is a lovely sentence that you can place beneath your name as a summary of the services you can provide to clients. So I think if you have this ready once and know it by heart and can use it at any time, you have formulated a wonderful proposition that can help trigger curiosity in entrepreneurs and engage in further conversation in many situations. Under this video, I will put another link so that you can download these 3 questions in that format so that you can fill it in yourself. Actually, no need to download it. That's how simple it is. These are the 3 questions. Fill them in, struggle with them. Keep working on it until you have a sentence that sounds really good and that you can easily pronounce. Then I think you can get a lot further with that. That was the elevator pitch.